Hello, hello, hello. It is your boys, the DM podcast, once again giving you that flavor in your ear. Today's podcast, we're just talking NBA. Everything that's going on in the NBA. We're going to chat about it, the little news notes. We're going to break down some of the playoff races as well. I got to talk about some play-in as well. Also, some teams that are tanking for Cooper, who may not be playing in the NCAA tournament because he's hurt. So he may not play, which kind of sucks because you want to see him play. And the second and third overall pick are actually not going to be playing in Ace Bailey and Dylan Harper. They won't be playing because their team wasn't good this year, like at all. So it sucks because I think a lot of people thought they were gonna be good, but we'll probably talk about that as well because tanking is people are tanking. The teams are tanking. But before I continue, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. How's my boy YS doing today?
You already know every day above ground.
Of course, as long as we're above ground, we are good. Thing is, March Madness. I think today's Selection Sunday, as we record on Sundays. I love Selection Sunday. Like I love it. I remember back in the day. Like just on a Sunday after like that will be like the Big Ten championship or another championship when it'll be done. There'll be 6 p.m. R.I.P. Clark Kellogg, him and everyone else.
Yeah, yeah.
They'll just be like telling all the teams that made it, and you see the excitement on the teams. Like that's just exciting. I won't lie, like that is exciting, man. Like that's when you're a young player. That's why when guys were like back in the day chose to skip college, I used to be like, man, don't you want to be a part of March Madness?
I know, I agree. You know what I
Like,
mean? But
but I also think there was no NIL money, so I would
that's
want
the
to.
yes. Now it's like, hey,
Yeah, now
I'm
I'll
looking
join.
to play overseas anyways, so I'll stay here for a couple of years.
I have a quick question. I forgot. Gilbert Arenas' son, is he going to Arizona as well?
I'm not sure where he's going, to be honest.
Because I seen that Bryce is going to Arizona.
Bryce is going to Arizona?
Yeah.
He's going all the way on I lied. Arizona, it's right beside California, so
I was so curious because I realized even like I see like YouTube people and I'm like, yo, they be going to Arizona and Cali like interchangeable a lot.
yeah, they're beside each other. So yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
that
yeah.
makes sense. That makes sense. Um, what's his name? Elijah Arenas? Arenas' his son. What
Yeah,
type of name?
Elijah, yeah, yeah. He's got game, but I don't know what school he plays for because anytime I hear Gilbert talk, he's like, I let my son play for a school that's whatever, so he can be the man and get everything and get that. He has some explanation. Like, I kind of agreed with it, but I kind of was like,
Oh, he committed to USC. Oh yeah, yeah, because he did it on Gil's Arena. He committed to USC,
okay.
and he's like, I think he's a top five. If I quickly Google that,
I've been hearing good things, great things about him still.
he can
And he's
kind of
got a
keep.
good height. I think he's like 6'6", 6'7", got more height than his pops.
Yeah, yeah, he's taller than him. Is he's lanky, but they're all lanky, and he can ball still. He's a scorer. He's definitely a
Yeah,
scorer.
he looks like a three level, like mid, outside, inside, layups, dunks, doesn't matter, floaters.
He can score. If I look at the mock drafts from NBA Draft Room, number one is AJ because just hit is this is a guy who's gonna play for Kansas. His name is Darren Peterson. I've seen like a little bit of highlights, little bit, nothing crazy, but he seems like he's explosive. So he could be one of those guys.
Aaron Peterson, okay, look out for
Yeah.
that.
Then of course we got the Boozer, the Cameron Boozer. He's projected third, but those things change all the time. This guy, I never even heard of this guy's name. Nate Emmett. Yeah, so Elijah Eunice is seventh. And this is a mock draft, so he can probably be a top 10 draft pick.
Okay.
And I swear Bryce, isn't this Bryce's year too?
Bryce is in grade what now? 11 and 12. I feel like Bryce in grade 11. I'm not sure. I need to double up that.
There's a man named Bryson Tiller for that draft.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Yeah, maybe they could be because for a second I'm like, yo, if Bryce is 2026, he low-key could play with LeBron.
Yeah. He's 17 now, turning 18 this year, so it's his last year.
See, there's a guy named Kwame Evans Jr. I remember hearing that name back in the day, but I guess he fell off. I swear I heard like a top 20 player. What's his name?
I like
Bryce.
DJ coming out of this draft though. I'm not gonna lie.
He's gonna be. I think sometimes I'm like maybe he'll be a bust, but sometimes I'm like, you know what? He's intense. Like he's intense. Like he wants he wants to kill you, and I think that's good. Bryce James college eligibility or NBA. He would be. I don't know. It says 2025. So yo. I swear it's the following year.
It says 2025 there. It can't be, but
No, it says 2025 class. So that means 2026 year.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's not bad, but he's not really rated high. They're really rated high. It sucks. You know the things.
Really, he's not rated high, huh?
Yeah, but things LeVar Ball said it. Great players don't always like get great signs or vice versa. You never
Yeah,
really get two greats. Like Ken Griffey Jr. and his son, and senior and junior are like a rarity. Like you don't get it.
very,
Like
very.
Barry Bonds like Barry Bonds Jr. is way better than Barry Bonds Senior. Right? Like there's just one Curry's better than the rest.
One Curry's has more points than his dad combined and his brother combined. I feel.
Right. Right. Even though the one son is like it's different. But yeah, so I don't know why my brain went to the college just because I guess we're chatting about college, so I was curious. But let's actually dive into the tanking. What I want to chat to you about tanking. These teams they're tanking. I didn't think it would be this bad, but they all want the 14% odds.
Hmm.
The Jazz got fined for it. It looks like they're looking. I don't know. I'm looking at OKC. OKC didn't play some guys, so but OKC's not tanking, so whatever.
Definitely,
Um,
OKC definitely not tanking.
Definitely not tanking. I will say a team. Please don't kill me when I say this team. The Philadelphia 76ers. They are also tanking. There's a player on the team. I don't want to boil your skin right now. But Paul George, I think, is like borderline out for the season.
Oh my God.
Or they're gonna make him out for the season, even though he's not truly hurt. I don't believe he's
This
like
guy was doing cardio the whole season, so hey, that's how I'm looking at it. Paul George doing just getting signed 180 million to do cardio for the Sixers.
so he should be they're saying that he should be ready to play maybe this week, but they're gonna you know what they're gonna do, man. You know.
Ready to put that, put put Paul George, put a smartwatch on so he can track his calories while he's doing cardio. That's all I gotta say. You
There's
serious?
already there's already things that like they're gonna try to trade him. Okay, go ahead and try. Of course you're gonna try. Of course you're gonna try. Duh. Like you have no choice. You have no choice but to try. You have no choice but to try. But yeah, every team wants the tanking odds, right? So what I think is gonna happen in the next bargaining agreement, you tell me what you think. If your team doesn't make the playoffs, right? And I would say you, five teams, well, technically what 12 teams, 14 teams don't make the playoffs, right? At the end of the day. But two of them make the plan. So like it'd be 10 teams are automatically not in the playoffs. If you're a part of those bottom 10 teams, you all get the same odds. It doesn't matter, it doesn't change. Because technically the bottom four get 14%, then the next like two, three get like a 10%, then the next one gets 7%, whatever, whatever, to the first overall pick. But Washington sucks. We'll go down the list. Washington sucks. I'll do the East. Charlotte's just not good. I don't even think they're just not good. Washington sucks. Charlotte's just not good.
Yeah, yeah,
Brooklyn, just not good. And then like Philly and
Philly.
Toronto are just not good.
Yeah, yeah. We're not good.
Right? Philly's disappointing and disrespectful. That's what we should call them. Right? And I have a legendary rant that's going to be at the end of the season. I can feel it in my bones for Philadelphia.
And I'm with you on that. I'm on that train. Believe that.
Like
I'm on that train.
we need the season to end so we can destroy them.
Let me buy a ticket early. I want to be first on that train because
Let's go. Utah.
So shoot.
The thing is, I want to say Utah sucks, but they have like when you think about the guys on their squad, Con Sexton, Clarkson, Markkinen, Kessler, like not bad players. Not
Not
bad.
bad at all. They got a group of good role players that are, I don't want to say role players, but they got a group of Johnny Zuzang, like a good role player.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, like they got some guys
yeah.
like
They have some
Keon, what's his
rookies.
name? What's his name? Keontae George?
Yeah, Keontae George, he's a
Bro,
scorer.
bro.
Isaiah Kohler, who was like a top five pick, like a top five high school player who has
He
a
was,
bunch of
because he
talent.
got a body.
Yeah,
Pause.
he's a big guy still.
Yeah.
Portland, sorry, New Orleans. So Utah is New Orleans once again. And I'll talk about Zion later on, but like New Orleans, all the talent, just injury prone, just not
Yeah.
good luck. Portland. Portland, I want them to make the play in. I'm not even gonna lie. They compete. They compete. I
They
love how they
they
compete.
compete. Their squad is not horrible either. Like they're not
No,
bad.
they compete. They could be a team that like next year when the Clippers finally fall, maybe a team that will make it through the hump. San Antonio, unfortunate injuries,
Wow, it sucks.
and then the Phoenix Suns, right? They're fighting for with Dallas. They may make it because of the way it's going.
Yeah,
Dallas is dropping down.
Kyrie's out,
Yeah.
AD's out.
Right. So they may drop down to make it. So but yeah, so what would you say about like the bottom 10, so no play-ins, but just the bottom 10 teams have all the same odds?
Honestly, I'm not opposed because it eliminates like what we're seeing, like legitimate open tanking. Like there's tanking and there's openly trying to tank, right? And a lot of these teams just like, okay, we'll sit this guy, sit this guy, sit this guy. They know this draft is going to be decent, right? So it's like it hurts the fans.
I think it does too, man. I ain't gonna lie. It kind of shows a bad product, which once again is why people like they complain about the NBA. I think the odds have like everyone's trying to get to the bottom four, but ultimately you're not as bad as Washington. You're not as bad as Portland. You're not as not bad Portland, New Orleans, Utah, and the freaking Hornets. You're not as bad as them, right? But everyone else is trying to get close to that percentage. Mind you, Atlanta won last year and they were the 10th seed. They made it to the play-in and they still won't got the overall pick, but that never normally happens. And mind you, the worst team in the league never, not never. It's not always the case that the worst team in the league gets the number one overall pick.
100%, 100%.
So I think the last time it happened was I think Pelicans with Zion. The worst team got the worst pick. So it ultimately never truly happens. So, but I just think you avoid the extreme tanking. Players can actually play. For Utah against the Raptors, first half, Markkinen was playing. Second half, the man didn't play.
And
Didn't
they
play.
found Utah. I thought he was out the game, but he did some play him for the half.
He's been playing for the half because then you can't find me because I'm choosing my rotation,
It's true, which is true. Yeah, yeah. Shit.
right? So and they'll do the same. They'll just Scotty and them are playing, and then at the 6 minutes left in the game, they're like, "Hey, let's sit down." They put new. There's a man named Roden. He's like a G leaguer. They put him back in 905 because they're like he's helping us win games. If you're helping a team win games, they don't mess. They don't. They teams are trying to lose. The Raptors are trying to lose. They're trying. Not they've won the last six of last seven games.
I don't get it because I'll be seeing them like Raptors won again. Raptors won again. That'd be the Heat. They're gonna be this. They're gonna be that. I'm like, what's going on here? I thought we are supposed to be tanking.
And they're
It's
acting
like eight
they're
games in
trying.
the
They're generally trying. It's kind of weird.
nothing's going according to plan. Cooper is out right now for the tournament. Looks like Raptors are. I don't know. They're. I thought it'd be worse record by now. You see what I'm saying? It's just shit, man. I was looking for the Raptors winning like 15 games for the season, getting Cooper. You know what I mean? Win
They
like two,
have
3 games a month. That's it.
remember we were talking about it before. They have the easiest schedule in the league. They still have to face Washington. They have to face Washington. They have to face like Utah again. Like they have like easy games, just easy games.
Mhm.
So like they faced Philly, and Philly's like, guess what? We're not gonna play Maxi. So that hurts you. And Toronto didn't play Barrett. They only played Pirtle.
Yeah, I was seeing Battle, all those mans. I'm like, who's AJ Dawson?
AJ Lawson, he's from Brampton.
Yo, AJ Lawson's from Brampton, right? Oh yeah, he's a brown skin.
Yeah, yeah,
Brown skin with the kind of
yeah.
okay,
So
okay.
like
He
it's
bounced around a little bit. He was playing for Dallas a couple
yeah,
years ago.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. And I swear when he played for Dallas, he's like I'm surprised he didn't get a contract because he was okay for Dallas.
Yo, he's like a defender, right?
A little bit defender, but more like his offensive game is not bad at all. But he's good. He's good on both ends, really. He's a solid like he could be a solid like ninth, 10th man on a good team. He really could.
Okay, okay.
So, if you do like I go on Tankathon sometimes. I'm like budget.
Yo, I never heard of that site. Are you serious?
Whoa. I did Tankathon. You just got to click Sim Lottery. We got the number one pick, and
Can you
that never happened.
screenshot that, print it, and put in your Bible?
Like that never happened. Normally, like we're fighting for like the fifth. That's the first time it happened. So
Put in the
it
Bible,
happened.
put in the Quran. Please put that page in. Please, we
Like
need
let's
prayers.
go.
We need.
I never had that happen.
You know,
Um,
Raptors get the number one pick and not pick Cooper.
I wouldn't know what I would do.
Could you imagine though? Is there a chance of that happening though? We get number one pick and we not picking Cooper?
Sometimes Masai's a little funny.
That's what I'm saying.
That I couldn't even imagine that. That would break like once again, I feel bad for the Dallas Mavericks fans. Like it would break my soul what they did. It would break my soul. Like I would
Bro, if I'm living in Dallas and I was rocking with that team from 94, 95,
yeah,
hard, like I'm seeing Jason Kidd there, I'm seeing Nash there, I'm seeing the whole Dirk, I'm
yeah.
seeing Sean Bradley days, I'm seeing J.R. Ryder days, like I'm seeing those days. I'm seeing Jim Jackson days, and this what happens? This what happens?
Nah, I'd be devastated. The one thing I'll say about this draft, or this is I'm not sure if this is next year as well, but when you look at it, at a certain point, everyone's draft pick got traded to someone else. Like, let me explain to you why. So the top like eight is fine. I'm praying the Sixers. I want the downfall for the Sixers. I think you do as well. I want the downfall for that team. So I hope they lose their
Uh,
draft pick. I hope OKC gets the seventh or eighth pick, which would be like ridiculous that a team who can potentially win the NBA title get the seventh overall pick on a loaded draft. So I almost pray for things like that. So let me tell you, if the Houston Rockets can get the 12th overall pick, that's the Phoenix Suns pick. The 14th, Atlanta Hawks, Kings pick. 16th, Spurs, Hawks pick. Timberwolves 17th pick is the Pistons. 18th, OKC is the Clippers pick. 19th is the Pacers. They're okay. Because next year we have their pick. Oh no, we don't. We traded that pick. I forgot for Brandon Ingram. Okay, that's fine.
oh yeah, we have Brendan Ingram. Oh, I keep forgetting because he's not in the lineup.
And this is just a hold down. The 20th to 27th are all traded picks. The Jazz get the pick from the Wolves. Brooklyn gets the pick from the Bucks.
Can we give
Heat,
it up for Brooklyn? Brooklyn actually got a pick. Get it
bro,
for
Brooklyn has the potential of four picks because their other two picks is the Houston Rockets pick and the Knicks pick.
oh yeah, that's probably for the Bridges.
Right, right.
Oh
Like there's so much like second round is like basically all of them are like it. All of them.
yeah.
Even
Second round, you have to draft well in all rounds, but second round is where you really are paying attention to detail because a
yeah,
lot of second rounders in general, they're in the league like maybe 3 years tops. A lot of second rounders.
yeah, yeah. But like all of them are traded. Which I know second rounds are normally traded, but like everything is via Detroit gets a pick via Toronto, Kings get a pick via Bulls, Toronto gets a pick via Portland, Warriors via Heat, Washington via like it's all because of another team. The only people that actually have their picks this year, like no one's touching them. Looks like the Orlando Magic, the Pacers, the Heat somehow. I didn't know the Heat had picks. But that's really it. Who actually has picks that nobody can like say owned by someone else, besides of course the top ones. So in this like quick simulation, it would be the Raptors, then the Blazers get two, which that'd be nice for them.
Yeah, yeah.
but they would have to get Ace Bailey. They couldn't get Dylan Harper. You can't get another point guard.
There's no need unless what are you doing, Simons and Scoot
And Scoot's been balling. So
coming to his own lately.
you don't need that. Then it goes Pelicans, Jazz, Hornets, Brooklyn, then OKC. Yeah, then so on.
Pelicans third.
No, Pelicans fourth.
Okay, okay.
And they're getting a guy that to me, if I was rating this draft, he would be my second guy. That's VJ Edgecombe. He'd be my second guy.
Bro, that guy's a dog. Stop this. They're telling him he can't shoot. It's okay.
He'll learn. Like he's basically Victor Oladipo. Like, and if we can get anything, if we had healthy Victor Oladipo that didn't get hurt, that's a solid player.
Definitely, that's a solid 25 and 5 guy in the league.
Come
Easily.
on, man. It's
Victor had game. I can't lie. He had game. He really had real speed. He had real speed.
I just honestly had an unfortunate injury, like a really bad
That's the
injury,
thing.
a really bad injury.
He was humble. You could tell he was just a real humble guy. Like it sucks for players. Yeah, man. Shit.
Like it's kind of like I think Donovan Mitchell is probably upgraded version of Oladipo, but
Definitely.
Oladipo was kind of like that, like a little Donovan Mitchell, but like just a little bit down of a Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, Donovan Mitchell isn't as fast, but he's more crafty.
Right, right.
Oladipo, right?
More moveset kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's got better yeah, move set, better Euro. Mitchell has that Euro on Smash. Oladipo is good too, but
Yeah.
that's Oladipo. Hope you're doing good, man.
I don't know why I think like I know the team wasn't good, but Dylan Harper and Ace Bailey were on the same college team. And these are guys you're gonna pick second and third. Maybe I'm crazy, but if I'm a draft, like if I'm like a scout, that would speak to me. I'd be like, man, we're gonna pick a guy second and third, and they were on the same team together and they couldn't win games.
Couldn't get to the tournament, even into the tournament.
Yeah, even to the tournament, they're not gonna get to you.
I hear what you're saying. As a GM, it's like, but I know they're looking at upside, and we have different guys around them. It's just these two, and their system is this, and the college game is different, and the shot clock is it's a slower game in a sense, and this and that, and they have different motion plays in NBA and like it's different, right? So they're gonna argue that. They're gonna argue they're not gonna be drafted to the same team, so it's gonna be one here and one there. You know what I mean? So there's going to be a lot of arguments, right? So
Different
I hear what you're
responsibility.
saying. Like you guys on the same team, you guys can't really get anything done. Like you guys are not winners. So a team with a winning culture, keyword, has to pick up one of those guys. Because if it's like the Wizards, Brooklyn,
Right, right,
it's
right.
just gonna be like okay, like if he goes to the Pistons, for example, now it's like okay, Pistons are building a winning culture now. They got veterans with some young guys. Cake is ascending, so it's like he's gonna see whoever goes is gonna see like, okay, this is how they move here now. This is how they move here now. Okay, 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 right?
Right. Right. I think it helps when you're part of a when that's why someone like Scotty grew quicker than most other guys because he immediately went to a winning organization, right? They had a bad Tampa year, but the following year they were like sixth seed or something. Like they were a good squad. They won games. You had Fred, you had Pascal, you had OG, you had a bunch of guys that can help you along the way. Where Cade took longer a little bit because
He
team
did.
wasn't good, right?
Wasn't good.
Jalen Green, same way,
The
right?
team wasn't good, but now you see what's around them now.
So I think it's the one thing I was watching Gil's Arena, which is turning to be one of the better like overall pods like out there. I think he's has a sometimes they say some outlandish things, but I think it's for clickbaiting, to be
Mhm.
honest. But sometimes like it's actually entertaining pod and they bring up good points. Like sometimes Gil brings up solid points. Because he was talking about the draft and like how you miss out on a he mainly was focused on Jokic, how you miss out on a Jokic. Well, Jokic's skill set, you need a 5-on-5. But if you're like
Yes,
telling Jokic to go run and do sprints and what's his vertical and all that stuff,
I know.
he's failing.
How much guys kill combines, and then when it comes to the NBA or NFL, they're just mediocre.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. we they love the 40-yard dash in football.
Yep.
But like how much mans are you really? There's only a few mans you're asking throwing a deep ball to. Like there's only a few guys in the league that you're really like, okay, this person is gonna like change the game for us because of their
Hmm.
speed.
Hmm.
Uh like Deshaun Jackson back in the day, like that man, you left like if he had some room, you couldn't touch him. His
Hmm.
speed was too intense.
Hmm.
But those type of guys are not the ones that you're like, who cares if a man has the vertical and shot blocking ability? Zion has a great shot blocking ability and is a horrible defender.
Yes. Yeah. 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 It's true.
So it really doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter about athleticism because you need this to win games,
Exactly, exactly.
right?
Luca and Jokic are come on,
They're not athletic.
right?
They're not
So
athletic. And is Shea athletic? More athletic than them, but I don't see Shea. I've never seen Shea dunk on a man in the league. I don't really see Shea dunk unless it's a fast break, a little two hand, he touched the rim.
once you say, you're right. I've never seen it.
If you right, so it's like
Yeah.
it's based on being crafty and skill set. It's athleticism helps if you're gonna use it the right way, like how Jordan uses it, LeBron uses it, for example, right?
Right.
But you got so much guys in the league that are athletic and defensively, they're poor as shit.
Yeah. 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 That's why, and that's the difference between Ant Edwards and a Jalen Green. Jalen Green is athletic as shit. That man's athletic as hell. But you still worry about him defensively, and
Definitely.
you worry about his shot creation. Mind you, him and Edwards have borderline the same shot creation. Like if we really go based on like watch their game, it's borderline the same. But one guy uses his athleticism better, and one guy just mainly uses athleticism,
Hmm. Hmm.
right? One
Hmm.
guy plays better, is better defensively. That's why when it comes to these wings coming into drafts, I've always been so hesitant on them. Their bust potential is too high. I remember they were loving off Josh Jackson. I remember Josh Jackson, him and Booker were supposed to be those the next two guys.
Don't say Josh Jackson. Shout out to Team Darkskin. Don't say Josh Jackson.
There's him. Um,
Because he was a defender. They were in the defender, and then what happened to him? He was in the league maybe 6 years tops, maybe.
yeah.
And it
Look,
wasn't like a 6 years where it was like a freak injury 6 years. It was like a
exactly.
6 years like I bounced. He was in Phoenix, then he bounced where again? Like he bounced to like
He
five, six teams.
he went to Toronto for a second. Like,
Yeah, yeah. Like he's bounced around and then he was a guy in school. He was a guy.
come on. Yeah. That's why if I'm a scout, I'm never falling in love with the athletic wing
You know,
unless he plays defense. Then I'll fall in love.
like look at the guys like Josh Christopher, athletic. Where is he now?
Stupid athleticism. Stupid.
Right? And he's like, I didn't think he only logged 3 or 4 NBA games or some shit. Like there's guys that are crazy athletic, but you have to be able
You have to
to
do
play
more.
basketball.
You have to do more. I think that's where someone said like there's been talk about it. I think they're like, oh, why do certain guys not make it? Because they don't fit into a role at one point.
It's true.
You're just a nice wing player, but you don't do anything exceptional. Like Sam Hauser is not an athletic person.
Hell no.
Not. Right. But
But
why is
he's
he
got this. He's
getting
got a clip.
40%?
You getting 40%, and this is blank. This is NBA defense blankets. 40% shooting three. NBA.
Right. Like Kamara, who was a second round pick, who plays for Portland. He is an amazing defender, like amazing. And like, why is he one of the better players off his draft already? Already,
Tyler Easton.
same thing, right? Though these both Thompson twins have used their athleticism, but then both good defenders,
See, you
both
see,
right. It matters. You can't be just one.
you can't. Do you think they're just athletic and they couldn't shoot? They couldn't do nothing. Like
Yeah, it doesn't. That's why I'll just never fall in love with the wing. Like, that's why
that's what
I
coaches
first
are gonna love those twins. They can be on any team in the league and every team will start them.
right,
Period. All three teams are gonna have to say, hey, they're gonna bump a guy because he's a defender and guess what? He's mad athletic and he prides himself on defense.
right.
Okay. You don't care about scoring? You just want to make the right plays, run set screens, rebound, die for loose balls.
That's what every coach wants. No matter if it's a new school coach, old school coach, every coach just wants guys who are all gonna try hard.
Yes,
And
winning plays. Just make winning plays
if you're
for the
just
team. Play,
gonna,
play for each other. That's what coaches you'll hear coaches say. Play for each other.
yeah, this whole like, oh, let's be as athletic and bouncy as possible, it won't work. It won't work. It just no one's gonna care.
How much mans in the NFL are athletic, strong, and they're mediocre? Is DK Metcalf a top guy? Is he a top receiver? Is he in the top 10 to
He
you?
should he has the physical tools.
Say that again. He has the
He has
what?
the physical tools, but not top 10. Shouts out to him. He did get engaged to Normani. Or I don't know. I think her name is Normani or maybe Normani. No, Nomani. I don't know her name.
Mm,
I know she's pretty. I definitely know she's
straight
pretty.
up. That's a nice name.
Yeah, I think it's Normani. I know she's a singer.
Come
I know nothing else about her.
on.
So, but yeah, like it's yeah. You can have all even we're going away like we talk about the quarterback position. There's a lot of athletic quarterbacks. That dual quarterback, yeah, it's good, but not every quarterback it needs to be a dual quarterback to do multiple things. Like, no, we need a quarterback that's why I don't think this year's quarterback stuff is that great. Cam Ward is okay. Um Shador Sanders is okay. I'm curious what they're gonna be. The real good player is the I forgot his name, but the other guy who played for Colorado. Uh
Hunter,
Hunter, yes. The reason why he's good is because he's dynamic. Like
very,
he's dynamic. He can do
very,
anything. Like he can do it all. So that's what makes
very.
him super dynamic. And I
I
think
feel like he's multi-positional player too, right?
yeah,
So they can kind of just put him in
you
at
put him anywhere.
receiver, they can put him at the corner, they can put him at safety, whatever. Like
Literally you can put him anywhere. And eventually he has to pick a side, but he can generally go anywhere, generally speaking.
plays DB too.
Yeah, DB. I think he well no. He plays more corner or
Okay,
safety and wide receiver.
okay.
So he
He's
has the speed for it. So
and he uses athleticism to his advantage, not just he's
right.
athletic and it's like DK, like DK strong, big, fast, but it's like you should be top 10.
I'm trying
You
to
should
think who else is like athletic and stuff who just yeah. Well, you know what? It leads me to the Zion talk I was gonna tell you about.
go to get into Zion because this guy's
Past 10 games, he's been kind of balling. Man had a triple double the other game. He's been good. He's 20.
you have triple double against teams that are tanking.
He is, but he
So
like
you're not playing the guys that like this is not if this is a play-in game and you got a triple double, okay. But everyone is tanking now. Certain teams are tanking and he's getting triple double, so it's like,
so
it's
you're saying, so from what I'm hearing from you, you don't care that he's getting it. It doesn't move you that he's getting it.
no, because you're getting it in middle of March, and we all know what that means. There's guys resting, players being rested because preparing for the offs, right? You've been out how many games? You should have energy to get triple doubles.
He's only I didn't know that he's only played 28 games, which is like nothing.
That's that's like less than a third of the season. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
You're kidding me. Or about a third. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, he mind you, most of these are losses. He won against Utah, which is like doesn't matter,
They're tanking.
and you beat the Clippers. I'll say that. That's a good team. But
I
I
wonder who was in the lineup that
I
game.
wonder if it was a back to back because that back to back matters. And the more
Definitely.
let's see their schedule. If it's a back to back, it doesn't count. Is it a back to back? They faced the. It wasn't a back to back then. Wasn't a back to back. But it looks like it was like one of those. Oh, they had a bunch of home games and it was their first away game. Normally, you lose like your first game home after a long stretch, or your first game away after the. That's normally like a scheduled loss.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But that's the game he had a triple double, which like never happened. But he's averaging 20 in the month of March. He's averaging 24, 7 and 6.
Okay. So
And
you played most of the games this season this month. Okay. That's what that shows.
yeah, he's played most of them. And then like, because I see people, I was watching a podcast, the Deep Three, and they're doing like young top 25 young players. I think they all had Zion top 10 for like top like 10 young players under 25. I feel what you're feeling, and I agree. Like, is this a stretch? But I remember watching Gil's Arena like 2 months ago or something like that, and they were talking about young players, and they were all saying that, oh man, if Zion was, they still rated Zion highly. But I'm thinking like, how?
He's not available.
Like, I
Oh,
don't care.
okay, Mike, you're a boss. You work at a company. You're the owner. This guy works when he's there, but he comes to work twice a month.
Okay.
Is you're gonna keep him on you're gonna keep him on staff? He's nice when he comes those 2 or 3 days for the month. He's nice.
Yeah.
Like it's like wow, he's so nice, but he's off sick or stress or something. You're gonna keep him?
Yeah. I was just thinking of an example now. You have a car salesman, right? Everyone is selling cars. Every week they sell 10 cars. He works once a month and sells 10 cars. He works one time a day for the whole month. He sells 10 cars. So you know when he's working, he can sell 10 cars, but he doesn't work every day. But everyone else is selling 10 cars a week. Who do you value more?
I'm valuing the people that come in because they're there wanting to get better.
Right.
He's just there. I'm doing this because I'm talented. I'm talented. I have the talent, so I can
Just
do this. But
talented, yeah.
hard work beats talent any day. Let's keep it a buck. So there's gonna be guys in this draft, next draft, working. Guys are getting better than you, Zana. Before you know it, you're gonna be, hey, we're gonna have you on a veterans minimum. You go coming off the bench. We're gonna hear that soon. Or that max contract is the max is gonna go, okay, you're gonna negotiate for 15 mil a season, then it's gonna get to 5 or 10, and then the veteran minimum is gonna come. And then before you know you're out the league and you didn't do nothing. No all NBA, second, first team. Well, did he make all NBA? I think maybe.
Maybe,
But
maybe.
whatever, no MVP, no ring. Like people don't leave the league saying, "Yo, I got a bunch of All NBAs with no rings." They don't care about that. They
Yeah.
care if you want a ring, MVP, Finals MVP. Those are the three. Period. Not the playing cup.
Yeah.
Not you know what I mean? No, it's the
I
ring that
uh
matters.
I typed in his name and I guess there's reports that he could be a trade candidate because of his recent play.
Oh my God. I just feel like these reports are here to confuse us.
Because he's playing well, and but mind you, like, and last year, I don't know, man. I
Zion can play ball. No one's saying he can't play ball, but you're not there to get better. The thing is, has Zion got better since he came into the league? No. In my opinion, no.
I agree with you.
His free throw percentage is roughly the same. His 3 point percent is roughly the same, right? He
Mhm.
doesn't really use his right in the paint. He hasn't got better. Even if he's not playing that much, to say, has he been working on his game? Was he really injured? Has he gotten better? He hasn't gotten better, realistically.
He's a two-time All NBA All-Star, but no All NBAs.
This guy has no accolades. Like you have zero accolades. You didn't were a rebounding leader for a season. You didn't or steals leader. Weren't a scoring champ.
Right.
You
There's
you
no
have no
eliteness.
accolades.
Yeah, there's no eliteness to you. There's none. There's none. You've been good. Like you've been good this season. When you play, you've been good. But like I 1,000% I agree with you because like okay, he's a good player. Like you said, no one's denying how good he is. No one's denying it. But like that's it. That's all it is. You're just a
You're
good
a
player,
good. You're a good player that has not gotten better since you left Duke.
right?
That's it.
Like I'm not gonna boost you. Like I don't. I see people are gonna boost you and be like, man, yeah, your potential. We've all agreed. Joel Embiid, healthy and no injuries, he's an MVP. He is a finals contender every single year. Like healthy Joel Embiid, his team should be in the finals always. He's one of the best big men like that we've had, like move set wise since Akeem. His
Yeah.
dominance is like Shaq. Like the man is special.
But
Like
his mentality is not there. It's
and he gets hurt. He's mentality and he gets hurt. So like, why are we gonna put him there? Like, it's not like Kawhi, who you know me. I've been trying to put Kawhi top 30, but you made me smarter and keep saying, you know what? But when he's there, he has shown us proof. Evidence has been there.
like rings, right?
There's evidence.
What's that, yeah.
Right? When the Clippers may fall to the eighth seed, OKC facing the Clippers. Bro, you're if Kawhi can be Kawhi, we're all watching the TV like this. Because when Kawhi's Kawhi, no defender can stop him. Like nobody can stop him when he's like that guy. No one can. I can admit fully the man is he's unstoppable.
Bro.
Let him say let Kawhi say, give me 2 weeks off before the playoffs. We'll be eighth seed. Eighth seed. But I need 2 weeks off so I can play defense. Let him play defense on Shea.
Ooh, that'd be a nice little matchup. The Clips and OKC would be nice.
I
Still.
think that's gonna be the case. I know we're about to talk about it just now, but like that would be pretty nice. That would be,
I'd
yeah.
want that for a second round, though. I don't want that for a first round.
Yeah, the second round's about to be even crazier when we go through the list and stuff. It's but yeah, but just to end off on the Zion stuff, uh, great job, good job, I guess. When you play 28 games, I guess you can always show up. I guess so.
28 games this year.
No, man, like you, I like availability. I know you like availability. Don't come to me and tell me you're better than Julius Randle. You're not better than Pascal. You're not better than Paolo. You're not better than Scotty. Like your talent wise, talent wise, Zion should be would it be crazy to say if Zion was full potential, is he not top five player in the league right now?
He definitely should be if he's not if he's full potential, 100%.
That's how good you are. If you even play a little bit of defense, that's how good you are. You should be a 28, 8, and like 5 guy.
On that squad, yes. Yes.
That's what they're gonna give the team to Trey Murphy the third. He's gonna be most improved next year. I'm calling it now. He's about to be.
Zion's defense is so questionable. It's like every time I see Zion on defense, he's always getting backdoored.
Come on, man. All that athleticism, you can't do nothing. All that foot speed. He's like quick. He's not like Zach Randolph. He's Blake Griffin.
I know he's pretty quick, yeah, but
He's Blake Griffin with more speed, no?
he's not trying to play defense.
No, he's trash.
You know what I mean?
He's 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 completely trash. Okay, we said we're gonna break down the playoff picture. Let's break it down.
Yes,
East
sir.
or West?
Let's start with the West. Say the best for last.
The best for last. They're talking about the East. Ooh.
You know,
The
East,
best.
we're on the East here, you know, Raptor.
We are the East Coast, yes. Okay, so we already kind of talked about like the bottom teams. We won't talk about Utah and New Orleans. We don't even talk about them anymore. Is there anything you want to say about Portland? Right now they are 5 or 4.5 games from the 10th seed. Can he continue the magical run, or we're stopping the magical run? There's no more. It's too far to get to 10th.
I think it's too far to get to 10, man. Like it's too far. You look at the standings right now to get to 10, it's like they're what, 5 games back, 4.5 games back?
Yeah.
It's tough. It's tough. It's tough. Like Dallas is going to be losing, but I think the Suns are going to try to win games because they want to make the playoffs, and you know what I mean?
Yeah. The thing is,
Spurs are going to be with there, so I feel like the Suns going to have that spot.
what's unfortunate with the Trailblazers, they just met a lot of good teams because their last 5 games, Boston, OKC, Detroit, Golden State, New York. They
Oh
lost all
shit.
five, right? Like you're still not talented enough to beat those teams.
Yeah, even if you play and compete, like those guys are all playoff teams right now. If the playoffs would end, start today.
Like they do, and then their stretch. The next one is you have Toronto and Washington. Those are wins. Then you still got they have the Grizzlies, Denver, Boston, Cavs, Sacramento, New York.
Oh shit! So they look like they could be losing fucking 10 games and winning three
Yeah, legit.
season.
They end the season a little bit more easier, but it's too late. It's too late.
Yeah.
But good job on them overall.
Like I was expecting Portland to win like 25-ish games, but they're on pace to win maybe 32,
Yeah.
right? So that's definitely a surprise. I can't lie.
Especially because that second half was so much better.
Yeah, 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 definitely.
Well, shouts out to them. The Spurs, I think they're not doing anything. Fox is out for the season, so is Wemby.
Oh, Fox is out for the season coincidentally.
They say I think is it a thumb or something? What is it?
It's a thumb.
It's something. I forgot what
You,
it
you remember watching? You remember watching Allen Iverson play? You remember watching him play?
bro. They when they want to come up with something, they will come up with something.
That injury. report before every game. Allen Iverson, they had a diagram of Allen Iverson's body with circles and points. Brokenness, bruise this, sore that.
He's going to
Continue.
undergo a season-ending surgery to repair a tendon damage on his left pinky finger. Just wrap it up like this and play the game.
I don't know what to I don't know what to get from certain injuries. I don't know, right? Like it sounds like an injury, how they worded it, but then it sounds like it's like a jammed finger and you're bitching about.
Yeah, it does sound like that. Because left pinky finger, he's left-handed, right? I believe that's why.
Yeah.
Very,
But
very ironic that they had to tell you it was left-handed. Because no, how dare you say it's right-handed if he's a left-handed player? Like that'd be crazy. Be like, yo, you're
no,
really
like a 10 in the pinky, like I don't know. The way the medical and the NBA is now and the training staff and whatnot, it's like they can get you right for I don't know, but I'm not a
you're
physician.
I see what you're saying because it's ultimately it's like, come on, you could if you were the third seed,
There we go. Thank you. I was gonna say, yeah, if you guys were ninth, if you guys were
right, right, we
and
don't
Wendy's coming back next week,
come on,
you're playing.
come on, come on. Phoenix Suns. So okay, we'll talk about the races now. The race for the ninth, 10th, and no, the is Sacramento, Dallas, Phoenix. Sacramento's 33 and 33 as we speak. Dallas is 33 and 35 as we speak. Phoenix is 31 and 36.
Well, if you look at Dallas's last 10, they're 2 wins and 8 losses. They're definitely not going to be in the play-in. That's 100%.
Let's look at these teams last. I'm looking at their last or the next games, I should say. Okay, so Phoenix, I'll look at the they have a tough. No. Okay, Lakers today, but there's no LeBron, so maybe that's easy. Um, Toronto, that should be a win. Chicago, that should be a win. Okay. So that's 3 wins right there. I'm about to tell you their next games. Oh my goodness. Cleveland, Milwaukee, Boston, Minnesota,
Oh shit.
Houston, Milwaukee,
Oh shit.
Boston,
Oh shit.
New York, Golden State, OKC. Mind you, after that, there's 2 more games left against San Antonio and Sacramento. So your last stretch, that's hard.
Good luck.
Good, very much good luck.
Hold on.
Let me give you Sacramento's. Like next games. Okay. Grizzlies, Cavs, Chicago, Milwaukee, Boston, OKC, Portland, Orlando, Indiana, Washington, Charlotte, Cleveland. It's like a
It's mixed. It's a mixed bag.
yeah,
It's a trail mix.
because you see a Boston, but then you see a Washington. So it's like uh Dallas, Sacramento. Now Dallas. Watch Dallas have an easier schedule, which would suck for them. Uh, mm, they're gonna lose them, so it doesn't matter. Philly, which is I think right now, Indiana, Detroit, Brooklyn, New York, Orlando, Chicago, Brooklyn, Atlanta, Clippers, LA,
That
Lakers.
sounds like a little. I see a lot of easy spots and then some little, you know.
But yeah, because like you should lose to Indiana. You lose to Detroit. Brooklyn, that's a toss up. New York should win. Orlando should win. Chicago is probably gonna win. Brooklyn, I say Brooklyn's a toss up, but talent wise, Brooklyn probably has more talent.
It's kind of crazy, but yeah.
Right, right.
It's kind of crazy.
And I think AD is officially out for the season. Is he?
Yeah, just chalk it up to that.
She
I don't
definitely.
see them bringing back AD. Well, are they? Do you think Dallas, the organization I'm talking about, Nico Jenkins, shout out Nico Jenkins. I'm trolling. This is not a shout out to Nico Jenkins, but do you think Nico Jenkins is going to want the Dallas Mavericks to be in the play-in playoffs? What do you think?
Good question. A
Not the
part of me,
players, not the fans. I'm talking about the ownership.
I would if I'm Nico, I'd want the playoffs. But if I'm really thinking about it, I wouldn't. I would want to see if I can get a top like 10 pick this year and match that with AD, Kyrie, and and the rest of the guys. That's what I would think.
You know how crazy that is that now you're talking about Dallas. If this was a month ago, 2 months ago, a month and 5 weeks ago, before trade deadline, would you be saying this about Dallas? Top 10 pick?
It makes no sense. Makes absolutely no sense. No sense. I thought I was sweeping my kitchen yesterday, and I was thinking to myself, like, they really traded Luca. They really traded Luca. This makes no sense. Like, what are you saying? It's like you're a high school that like your GPA average is like 3.5. You have an intelligent high school. And you're like, you know what? No, we should do have a course on like just guns and violence and stupidity. Just like
Holy
make
shit.
rap videos here. Like let's have a big spray pan that says like F the police. Like let's do something stupid. Like
I don't, like I said, the league wants Luke on the Lakers.
it
Like
has to be.
that, because these guys are getting paid millions of dollars to make decisions to make the team better, right? So you gotta look at it like that.
They're
But
like, if the league can investigate the Jazz for not playing Markkinen, you can investigate this Rob Palinka's friendship, okay, with Nico.
you haven't get investigated. You're investigating Terry Rozier on some gambling.
Come on, man.
You found that out.
Freaking, because you're right. They wanted the man saw the trade and went like this to the Lakers. Okay, I'm not stopping that. Like, okay, that's crazy. So, looking at all of them, I think the Phoenix Suns, Dallas should be worse. So Phoenix is just gonna make it, but I wouldn't be surprised if Phoenix doesn't make it either. And
Oh,
it stays Sacramento and Dallas.
honestly, I would be surprised if Dallas makes the play-in. If they do, they're not making the playoffs
Oh
100%.
yeah, never close, never close. I'll bet $2 that they do because the payout would be crazy. Clay hit 60 points for something. Clay thinks it's game six or something. I don't know. Maybe he just, Hardy thinks this starts playing crazy. I don't know. Okay,
Already starts playing great, but yeah, yeah.
okay. The eighth, I think we can go. Let's go sixth, seventh, and eighth. I would say because I still think the Lakers have a little bit of a lead to not fall, and they have a bunch of games they still have to play, to tie everyone.
But if you look at the Warriors, though, Warriors are 9-1 in the last 10.
Exactly. They're 9-1. But you know who's 8-2? The
Teams.
Wolves. So it's like the two hottest teams in the league. Um, since Julius Randle's been back, they are 11-0 since he's like for the past like few games. Since he's been 11
See
and 0.
what's the difference? He's
They're
part of
playing
the
better.
winning component of the team. Say less.
I think Gobert has played a little bit better now. Ant Edwards has been good. I'm disappointed in our parlay with Nas Reed. The man's averaging 14 points a game. I can't believe the man couldn't have 10 points. That's just a whole
The
other issue.
way I'm seeing him, I'm like, Nas is gonna hit this. He has 8 points. There's like 6, 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter with 8 points. You see him get fouled, Nas Reed, and hit two free throws.
That's it. But it's like they're not being aggressive. On their bench wise, like their bench is actually okay.
Yo, Timberwolves bench, Vincenzo, Nikhil Alexander Walker, Nas Reed is coming off the bench that Randall's back, right? Is that
Yeah,
true?
yeah.
That's already a good bench. Who else on the bench off the top?
I don't think they. It says they played Rob Dillingham, but I don't think they play him a lot. I know Terrence Shannon Jr. I know he played for Illinois,
I like Rob Dillingham. Like that guy has a fucking bunch of moves. He needs to get
but
out.
I think like he's one of those people you have to wait till next year to fully let him just like play. 'Cause I think Conley has like one more good like season,
Conley's
not
done.
season. No, he's not. I'm more like a backup, I should say. He has one more season of like, guys, good job, guys. This is what you should do. Like that Kyle Lowry, right, what he's doing right now.
You took the words right out because I'm thinking Kyle Lowry. He's on that Lowry. That
Yeah,
Lowry
like
life.
Chris Paul to me has next year to be that, and then they're done.
I feel like Chris Paul is definitely more serviceable than Lowry and my boy.
Yeah,
100%.
yeah, for sure.
You
I
give
think
Chris Paul 25 minutes and he's giving you at least 12 and 8 and a good 12 and a great 8.
nah, he's a quality. So in their last game against Orlando, the guys who played the most, yeah, and you go 8-man deep. So Reed, DiVincenzo, and Walker. and they darn near gave you 36 off the bench, which is
Yeah,
really
three guys. Take that in.
right. And you're
We
gonna
didn't talk
play
about Rob or anybody. See?
you're gonna play 8 guys. So as long as McDaniels plays defense, Randall he's an easy low key. He's an easy 27-5 guy, easy,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
right? And then it's hey Minnesota, okay, they're coming. I'll give them that. Let me give you their next games because that will matter. Their next Utah, Pacers, Pelicans, Pacers. That's their next like 5, 6.
That's okay. That's
That you have that Pelican stretch. Oh, you're good. And you got Utah. That means their streak is gonna get even better. G State, like you said, has been the hottest team in the league, while Miami's been one of the worst. And we'll get to Miami when we get to the East. But clearly, Pat Riley, you should retire. You should retire.
yep.
Okay, for what have you seen with the Warriors? Like, is it just that simple, Jimmy Butler?
I feel like the Warriors, I can't say reborn, but in a sense, like they got rebaptized.
Mm,
You know what I mean? They got a little battery, a next battery in their back. They took out an old double A, put a next double A in, right? They got a little charge. You see what I'm saying? So I'm like what I'm seeing from the Warriors. You know what I mean? When playoff time comes, we're gonna really see how they play in the offs, right? But it's definitely gonna be interesting.
I told you before I was off on them, but I think they're a scary team in the playoffs.
Yeah, like it's looking like that still. I
Like
can't.
it's looking kind of like if I close my eyes and you're telling me next month is the conference finals and the Warriors are in it, I'd be like, not shocked. Not shocked.
Honestly, I could agree with that because Moody's playing with confidence. They don't fuck with Kaminga, but Kaminga still balls, right? You got Curry there still. Paz is doing this thing. Butler is a playoff guy. You already know Draymond Green is locked in when it comes to playoffs too. So when you have those two on the floor at the same time and they're getting along,
Yeah.
it's kind of like it gives a new. They have an edge that I
Yeah.
don't feel like anyone in the West has with those two guys on the floor in the playoffs. I mean,
And like Jimmy Butler is looking at it like you had light skin Tyler Hero. Now you have the real light skin. Like the real light skin is Steph Curry.
bro, bro,
So, and like Bam is better than Draymond. He is better than Draymond.
100.
But like Draymond is way more intense. That matches your intensity, and like you, your overall team is just better. The Warriors are better than that. So they have Denver, Milwaukee, Toronto, Atlanta, Miami.
It's not an easy schedule.
Not easy, but it's still honestly still they can still go because they're Denver and Milwaukee is a back to back. That's tough. Denver Milwaukee is back to back, so I can see some losses there, but they still got a potential hot streak in them. And like, imagine being the second seed. Do you want to face them?
No,
Like,
no.
I'm not trying to face them at all.
It's,
The next fight is basically because OKC. We don't even talk about them. They're number one.
they're locked.
They're definitely locked in. I think they borderline. Have they not clinched the conference yet?
No, I think only Cavs did. Was it the Cavs?
Yeah, I'm thinking yeah, they should have clinched already because like
Cavs on the
who's
10.
touching them? So Houston, Denver, Memphis, and the LA, the fight for second.
Yo, this is close. It's
Identical
like
record.
they're both 12 and a half. Damn, damn.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what? For experience, there's one team that won a ring here that has the same starting five as they won the ring, right? So
Besides KCP
besides KCP, you're right. Thank you for correcting me. Besides KCP, so I'm gonna go with the Nuggets to
being the
probably
second place.
to keep this to have the second place. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Nuggets. Final answer.
I would want to go them too, right? Just because it makes sense. But I think I don't know why the Lakers have like way less games, but everyone has 25 losses. So really, it's like go on a 2 game winning streak, you're second place. But LA could drop down because you don't have a LeBron.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. They could definitely because they were second before, like last week.
And they were second with a good lead. But now like you lost a few in a row. I think that Brooklyn loss really sucks. You did compete against Denver. I'll give you that. You were beating Denver at one point. Like, which I'm shocked. You didn't have Luca. You didn't have Gabe Vincent. So you didn't technically have like you didn't have your number one in Luca, number two in LeBron, and number maybe four scorer in Gabe Vincent, maybe a five scorer in Gabe Vincent. So I don't
Yeah.
think you have Rui either.
Rui wasn't there. Rui's injured, right? Yeah.
He's still injured.
Rui wasn't there, and who else wasn't there? Was Jackson Hayes even playing? Jackson Hayes injured.
Yeah, I think I don't. He should be. He's good. He's good. He's playing.
Did he play? Okay, okay.
But yeah,
Because I'm just wondering, like, how did they only lose by five that game, right? But
right. Is
Dalton
yeah,
Connect went off. Yeah, yeah. That's another reason.
yeah. Like Rui's still out. So like, say something. This is like your brain thinking like, man, all these players are out. When they're all back again, this team still could be something. Like, still can be something with the two-headed monsters in Luca and LeBron. But
Bro.
also he's kind of sprinkling in. Um, so you say Denver. Who you think could be third? Because the third may face Golden State.
I feel like the third is going to be, I personally want it to be Grizzlies
Mhm.
because I like that matchup against Golden State.
They all have. I'm looking at their schedules, bro. They all have like tough schedules. Like nobody has like no one like Denver is it's Golden State, LA, Portland, Houston, Chicago.
Oh shit.
Like who's and then after that's Milwaukee. Like who's easy? No, none of that's easy. No, none of it's easy. And then let me go the Grizzlies. Let's see what their schedule is. These teams are all just competing against each other. See, the Grizzlies have borderline the easiest one in looking at it. Sacktown, Portland, Clippers, Utah.
Like, I mean, it's the easier one, but it's not like,
It's not like a walk in the park by any
it's
means,
definitely not a walk in the park.
right? But then after that, harder. OKC, LA, Boston, Golden State.
Oh shit. That's actually, overall, that schedule is actually hard.
Yeah.
That's
You know what I
actually
mean?
hard schedule overall.
That's it's not easy. And LA, which should probably have a lot of back-to-backs. The Browns should probably be back next week. They they have Phoenix, San Antonio, Denver, Milwaukee, Chicago, Orlando. It's a little tough for them. A little tough. So yeah, I probably agree with you. I can see a Houston winning, being second place too, based off like or Memphis, because sometimes Denver slacks on games.
Which is true.
So
Which is
yeah,
true. Denver be, yeah, yeah.
but I would be
This
like,
is gonna be a good year. Houston in the playoffs like that.
yeah, it's gonna be fun watching
It's
them.
gonna be nice.
Them in Detroit, I'll be like, man, I'm just happy for you. I'm just happy for you.
Both the Twins in the playoffs. This is beautiful. I love it, man. I love it.
I'll just be happy. Okay, Eastern Conference.
For the East.
Washington, don't need to talk about. Charlotte, don't need to talk about. Once again, I do feel bad for LaMelo Ball. I do understand the pain. Brooklyn, I'm so curious about their offseason. I'm not gonna lie, because they are one of the few teams that got money to spend. So Nas Reed, come over here. Kyrie, you can come back. Like they have money for it. So
Okay, Kyrie, come back.
why not? Philly can go eat themselves. Who cares? Toronto, please be a better at tanking. Even
Bro, Toronto could actually make the play-in.
um,
If the chips fall, they could make the play-in.
yeah, if Chicago keeps losing games and Toronto wins games, yeah, they could. Which like I beg you, I beg you.
If I see Raptors in a play-in, I don't think I'm not gonna watch the game.
Because like no
Watch it.
one's playing. Quickly's not playing, Barrett's not playing, Barnes not playing, Purtle's not playing. Bro, we're trying to lose and we're winning games.
Because those guys are trying to get contracts. Like shit,
It's
Rick MPT. Shit, we
true.
okay.
It's true.
This ain't
Oh,
G League.
I forgot what team it is. Oh my gosh, the team. There's a team that may have to forfeit games. I think it's Dallas. Yes, Dallas. They may have to forfeit NBA games because a bunch of their paid contract players are injured. They're paying 10-day contract guys. Well, after you can do like two 10-day contracts. So you're done. So there's a chance near the last like 3, 4 games of the NBA season that Dallas may have to completely forfeit because they don't have enough guys to suit up.
Uh, how did the Mavericks go from in the finals last year to I'm gonna forfeit games because I don't have guys? The ownership is really not trying to be discreet.
Yeah. Just put the bill of sale, bro. Put the bill of sale. It doesn't even matter. Put the
Sell
bill.
it to Montreal, man. Get it to no. We want to close.
Same
Want to closer to something closer to Toronto, man. What's another team we could have out here?
with Montreal, they can go Vancouver, dog. Just bring it here, dog. This
Bring the next team out here still, even if it's Ottawa.
just embarrassing, bro. Okay, Chicago. So we have the fight for, you know what? Chicago and Miami just been bad. So Chicago is once again, Chicago, you're idiots. You should do a better job tanking. You should be the worst team in the league. Like you want to be mid so badly. Like you
I
want to
don't
be
get Chicago. Like
you want to be mid so badly. Doesn't make any sense. Miami has last 10 games, what, 2-8? And they've been really bad. Tyler Herro's been bad since All-Star break. Bam. The only thing I hear about Bam is his relationship. The only thing I hear about Bam is his relationship.
that's the only thing we hear of just Bam. Who's with Asia?
Yeah.
That's it. We don't hear about him getting double doubles or blocking shots, shit like that, winning games. We just hear about Asia and Bam. That's it.
Like
Went to games, and the coach is just like, I don't know what he's doing here.
there's just doesn't make sense. So we'll skip both of them. No point. Now, battle for I would say eighth seed is Atlanta and Orlando, but it looks like it's gonna be Orlando, unless Orlando really like F's up. Now, the one thing with Orlando, I hope they can make to the seventh seed because Orlando within itself is still a good team. Like
Definitely.
they're still good, defensively good. Offensively is where we question things.
There's no
But
real pecking order yet.
there's not. I'm telling you that they're gonna start looking at each other, man. They
Mhm.
they need to. That's where like I'm gonna say a crazy trade, not a crazy trade, but like if you believe in Paulo, let's say you believe in Paulo. You trade Franz to the Portland Trail Blazers for Simons and somebody else. Simons and probably Jeremy Grant, whose
I
contract,
am not mad at that trade.
you know what I'm
I am
saying?
not mad.
You fully commit to one. You still have Suggs. So your one is Suggs, your two is Simons, your three is Grant, let's say, and then your four is Paolo.
Paulo,
So you go, Paolo's my number one guy, Simons is my helper, and then Suggs is my thing, and Jeremy Grant can give me 12 points a game.
utility, just getting away fitting,
Right.
put back, stuff like that. Yeah, yeah.
Now, if you do the Paolo trade, which maybe you don't do, you trade Paolo for you're gonna need to upgrade. I don't know. You definitely need to upgrade.
That
That's
trade
what
because I like Simons.
right. I want this guy on a good team. He's the guy I've always wanted on the Raptors. Like I've always wanted him on the Raptors.
Simons on Robs would be nice still. He'd be nice.
Atlanta is they keep like fighting for 500. I just say shout out to them, man. I thought like losing Jalen Johnson and losing like who got traded?
Murray, DeJounte,
He got traded, and then oh, what's his name?
DeAndre Hunter.
Yes, him. Oh my God, I wasn't even thinking of him. Yes, you lost him too. Like, yes, you almost switched the pendulum of the championship by giving the Cavs this guy, and
Bro,
like,
the way the man is just the Cavs have a roster. Like
oh my God.
we're gonna get to them though, but like holy shit.
But yeah, so like them, and what's the white guy? You know the white guy. He's good. But was it Boyan or Bog? One of them. The Bogdanovic. You
Bogey,
lost
right?
Bogey, right? Yeah, you
Yeah,
lost
yeah.
him, and like you guys are
Yeah, he's on the
still,
Clippers doing his thing still.
and like, you're still fighting for 500, which is not bad. Like once again, I was a big Trey Young hater. And like he's playing well, man. I give it to Trey Young, honestly. He's playing really well. He you can tell he stopped wanting to be like be the guy who scores 40 points a game.
Yeah, and take threes from the logo to just like I want to win. I want to be a good leader.
To the point that he almost has to go back to that guy. right? And then they're doing their thing. So I give them,
Like this shows Trey Young is actually a good leader.
yeah,
And I
yeah,
didn't think he was a good leader. I just thought he was a good player.
right,
But he's undersized guard in the league, and he's leading the Hawks. They're not 500, but they're seventh in the East. And you
right,
have Dyson Daniels as your running mate and Clint Capella. Are you fucking kidding me? Are
right,
you kidding
right,
me?
right, right, exactly. Like
Those are your two and three guys. Like you're kidding me.
I was looking at their like there's like their wins and stuff. I'm like, yo, how are you guys winning games? Like, who's your second option? That's all I could think about. Who is your second guy?
It's just whoever's going. Like
It has to be. But I think they're trying to make it Dyson Daniels a little bit. But like, how? Like,
I
Okongwu doesn't do
was
anything.
thinking the same.
Ricochet is still young. I'm basically asking Karis LeVert when he comes off the bench, yo, you got to Lou Willett. Just freaking, there's not a shot that you shouldn't like.
Yeah, shout out to Lou Will. Yeah.
So the battle for fourth seed, Milwaukee, Indiana, and my Detroit basketball.
Detroit.
So I'll look at their schedule. Who do you think is gonna be that fourth seed?
The fourth seed is looking definitely like it should be. Indiana's more shakier than the Bucks. I feel like it should be the Bucks.
Okay, so I'll tell you the Bucks schedule. Man,
Should be the Bucks.
the stretch of the I think the way they made the schedules is actually much better because this second half, way more better games, like way more. They have OKC, Golden State, Lakers, Sacramento. This is a West stretch. So they're at G State, they're at LA, they're at Sacramento, they're at Phoenix, and they're at Denver. Then they face New York. And their last two games, what news I mentioned because I think it could be important, is against Detroit. Their last two games against Detroit. So that could be fighting for that
Yep.
position.
Yep.
I'll look at Detroit's, who's been balling. I would say they try to fight too much, man. Like y'all not the bad boys. You ain't the bad boys Pistons.
But those times are done. Everyone's getting ejected and suspended.
I'm gonna tell you this schedule, and I feel I know your reaction after I ask another question. Detroit schedule: Pelicans, Miami, Dallas, Pelicans, Spurs. Okay, Cavs, Minnesota, OKC, then Toronto. The reason why I said that is because Detroit with this next schedule can definitely fall fourth place because that's not hard. Now, once again, their last two games against Milwaukee. The Pacers, who are the most up and down team, and they cheese my ever
Bro,
loving soul. They cheese me. I can't take these guys. Um, Pascal's been balling lately, and that he's been balling. Okay, this is actually not that hard either. Minnesota, Dallas, Brooklyn, Minnesota, Lakers, Washington, OKC, Sacramento. Then they have that Charlotte, Utah. Then Denver, Washington. Then their last three games are Cleveland, Orlando, Cleveland. Now you got to think about Cleveland. They're like we have the best uh, thing in the unless them and OKC are fighting for that like best record.
yeah. I don't know if they. I don't know. I don't know if
Like
they
who
should.
knows, right? They may play that third last game, but that last game, no one's playing
Hmm.
like at all. So I truly think about now that I looked at all the schedule, I think the Bucks are gonna be probably fifth or sixth. Detroit and Indiana have an easier schedule down the stretch.
You're right. You're right. You're right.
But the Bucks do have Giannis,
Giannis is dominant, most dominant player right now. So
most dominant.
the
Uh,
fourth. So you think if they say the fourth, they want to play the Pacers, if the Pacers or the Pistons, that would be a smart decision though.
yeah.
The
I
Bucks
think
to try to stay at the fourth position to play the Pacers or the Pistons, a team with not as much experience in the playoffs, right? Because you go up to the third, you're
yeah.
looking at it could be the Pistons, it could be the Pistons, it could be the Hawks. So either way, fourth or third, it's not bad still.
But I think New York is like set stone in third. What do you think? They're set. I don't. They're four games.
Actually, looking at the record, yeah, it's 4 games. It's yeah, Knicks are.
They're
Yeah,
just
they're
set.
5-5 in the last 10, but still the Knicks are gonna, yeah, yeah.
But I will give this quick hot take. It could be completely wrong, and I get that because I love Giannis, and I think him and Dame could be a really good team. I wouldn't be shocked if they didn't make it past the first round, like at all. Like if they're facing the Pacers in a 7 game series, I think Giannis would borderline have to score like 35 a game.
I was thinking the same thing. Pacers play quick. They like to get points on the board, right? Dame Lillard is not a defender. They lost. They traded defenders. Milwaukee, right? So I'm gonna leave it at that.
Now
And also, Indiana plays with a lot of confidence in general. We
in
see
the
it last in the playoffs.
in the season series, Milwaukee has won 3-1, but I almost don't care.
Me too. That don't mean nothing.
Yeah, like the Raptors beat the Cavs in the regular season, okay? Multiple times. That
That
does
don't
not
mean
matter.
nothing. Look what TJ McConnell was doing last year in the playoffs. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I just don't
The man had a game where he had 18 and 7. Are you kidding me?
see in every game Giannis had to score like 30 like to win. Yeah, because if Giannis is not in the game they lost, Giannis didn't score 30. And like Giannis has to go crazy to win.
Turner has to be in the paint if they're playing in that series, and he has to be stopping Giannis at the rim type shit. Like for them to win the series, for Pacers to win if they're playing the series, right?
Now, if Detroit faces the Pacers, I mean faces the Bucks, I should say. Yo, I just think Detroit has so much like inner confidence in
They
themselves.
do. They do.
They
They
may
really.
win like 2 games because they're gonna fight. It's gonna be a dog fight.
It's a successful season, Detroit in the playoffs, and there's no play-in for them. That's a very
Right.
successful season for the
And they
Pacers.
win a game in the playoffs too. And you lost 26 games last year?
They lost 20. It was 26 last year. Huh? These guys are 37 wins.
Come
Holy.
on, man. Like that's a
These guys could still win 46 games this season.
yeah, legit.
That's crazy.
Um, I think the East is pretty much set. New York is third. Boston's definitely second.
Cavs, ain't no one
Cavs
touching the
first.
Cavs. Ain't no one touching the Cavs. 8 games back, Boston, ain't no one touching the Cavs.
Yeah, no one's touching the Cavs, man. So, I'm not sure if you want to talk about the Cavs because we didn't even talk about OKC, but OKC, for me, I still don't believe in because they're young.
Me
And the
too.
Cavs, we have to see it, right? I think we're still at that. We still got to see it. But man, the Cavs are making us like
Look at
make
them like, yo, you guys, because we know their roster is is the top three best rosters in the NBA right now. I cannot lie.
they go deep, man. Ty Jerome, arguably, we gave Payne Pritchard the sixth man of the year in December. But Ty Jerome has been like just as good. 12 points a game. We should see his shooting splits.
He's averaging 12 a game off the bench. Oh my
Shooting
God. I know
43%.
Pritchard probably averaging a little more, but
Let's see. Shooting 43% shooting the three.
he's shooting 43% from the three?
Yeah.
Oh my
Mind you,
God.
the Cavs are on look what? Are they not on a 16 game winning streak right now?
Where's this guy from? Ty Jerome. What's his background?
He's from Virginia. He played with DeAndre Hunter, funny enough.
This man's looking kind of Spanish, but he has a black first and last name.
Yeah, Pritchard is 14 a game.
Yeah, Pritchard is
The battle of
like
the
Ty Jerome the last 5 games, 12 points, 9.6, 12, 16. Like he's doing his thing. 5 assists. Holy shit.
like they go like DeAndre Hunter, who's played so well. The team is like deep, man. The team is deep.
Yeah, Jared Allen, Darius, Ty Jerome Donovan, Evan Mobley, Dean Wade, Isaac Okoro, Max Strus.
I swear Dean Wade was getting starting minutes before.
Hmm.
Yeah, he was. He started 26 game. Okoro started 20 games. Max Strus, I think, is their definite three that they like. Um, yeah, man. Honestly, like, damn, damn.
Cavs are
They're a good team, man. They're a
they're
really good.
loaded still.
Sam Morrill's averaging 7 points a game, which is like very good. Once again,
These guys are all two guards.
I gotta see his shooting splits. that care about that, shooting 37% shooting the three. That means if you're open in the corner, you're one of three.
Hmm. I don't know.
And
Sam Merrill's career from three is 39%. He's
come
yeah,
on, man. This
yeah.
is why once we were talking, we can go full circle of this whole podcast. We went back to talking about those wing players. You can be all as athletic as you freaking want to be. If you can't hit a corner, we don't need a. We have our star guy. Like when a organization has their star guy, they don't really like to pivot, right? Houston is gonna pivot to Amen Thompson because they're technically not sold on Sengun or Green.
They're not really yet. Like they're definitely off of Green. They're rocking with Sangoon, seeing what he could do. Yeah.
Right. So they're not sold. So teams don't normally just switch. Once they love a guy, they love him. They love him. So when you're going on Detroit, if you're Ace Bailey, what do you think is gonna happen? You think we're gonna make you the number one guy? No. Cade is our number one guy.
Can't. Yeah.
Unless you go to the really bottom teams, like you go to Charlotte, unless you're Cooper Flag, unless you're Cooper Flag, take a roll. Take a roll.
100.
Because if you're going to Charlotte, we have a guy named Brandon Miller who is about to have a breakout season this year.
Yeah. And we have LaMelo Ball. So we got our guys that are. We even got Bridges. So there's a pecking order.
There's a pecking order, right?
And
So you
until you can prove like, okay, fuck Bridges, fuck Brandon Miller, fuck LaMelo. Until then, you got to fall in line.
and I think that's what happened with Toronto, to go back to Toronto. Um, Scotty came in, it was Pascal's team with Fred and OG. But then when he won Rookie of the Year, they saw the potential talent and they're like, okay, we need to pivot. Can we see so unless you're gonna show us a potential talent, mind you, Scotty started. So it's not like we saw it early. So we're like, okay, let's pivot. And to this day, Raptor fans are 50-50 on that whole thing.
Yo, bro.
They're
Yeah.
still 50-50 on the whole thing.
Yeah.
Half the Raptor fans miss Fred, OG, and Pascal. Half of them still miss them.
I definitely miss Siakam.
I
I
miss them
miss
so much.
Siakam.
I think if Siakam's on this squad, there's no way you're telling me that team is not fourth in the East right now.
Siakam
With
is a good man. Like,
with a
and
healthiness, with everyone breathing in and out and going like, okay, the pecking order is Pascal, scoring wise, Pascal, Scotty, then you have RJ and quickly. Like that's the pecking order. That'd be
period.
good with Pirtle at the five. Your bench is still Grady Dick, and you just really wouldn't have a bench. I know that. Your bench would be kind of compromised. You wouldn't really have a bench. But that's where I think you make other trades. Like you make proper trades around the margins and you do what you have to do. But I truly think so that you should have kept Pascal. He would have been happier, the vibes would have been better.
Well,
Sc- Scotty would Scotty and Pascal could have easily played together. Easily. Pascal doesn't want to be he wants to score. Like Pascal has changed his game a lot.
100.
He wants to score 25 points a game, okay? And he could have done it with Scotty being your mind you, just added Brandon Ingram, who also wants to score 25 points a game. And Scotty just wants to do it all, right? He wants to do it
Yeah,
all,
yeah. This guy's just the utility guy.
right? So anything else you want to say about the playoff picture? Anything you're interested in?
I just really want to see where the Cavs are going to end up when it's all said and done. That's really it.
Oh man,
Time will tell.
I'm definitely rooting for them, but I'm like, bro, like, are you beating Boston in a 7 game series? I know you think you have their number, but like I still believe in Boston more than any team.
Come on. Yes.
I think they're just lazy. Like I
Yeah.
think they're lazy. I think Denver low key is lazy. I believe in them.
Teams that have won the ring recently, they're lazy.
Just a little lazy, right? New York. Oh, one thing I want to mention about New York, Mikal Bridges was like to his coach, like, "Yo, can we play less? Can we rely on the bench more?" I
Mikal
think
Bridges
top,
said that to who's the coach? Tibbs,
yeah.
right? Tibby?
Mhm. And I think Tibbs was first a little taken back by it, but you should play your bench, man. You in the playoffs, you got to go like 8-9 deep at least. You have to go 8-9 deep.
Bro.
You
Tibbs in
have
the playoffs goes 6 deep.
you can't do that. You just
He
can't.
goes 6 deep. He goes 8 deep in the regular season. So what do you think he's gonna do? Like,
If it was a 7 game series, if it was a 7 game series, or sorry, I should say game 7. Game seven, I can almost understand why you go like 6.5 deep. Like I almost get it. Like if you have a Jason Tatum, you play him all game. You play Jaylen Brown all game.
100,
Right?
100, 100,
You
100.
tell them like, hey, you guys okay playing all game? They'd be like, let's just make sure you call timeout on those nice times I can sit down and breathe. Then maybe you do it. But like I'm pretty sure. Let's look at Game Seven, Philly and
Remember, this is
Toronto.
playoff Tibbs. Playoff Tibbs is like, yo, there's no back-to-backs.
Josh Hart, 50 minutes. Coach is
Yo,
only 48. Still, like,
50 minutes.
doesn't matter. I just wanna look at before we go the Toronto Philly Game Seven. Okay, I just want to see the minutes.
Crazy though, that game. Oh, shit.
Pascal had 38 minutes, which is kind of shocking. Danny Green had 30. Kawhi had 43. Mark Gasol, the oldest one out of like all of them, 45 minutes, oldest guy. And Kyle had 39. Now Serge had 30, and Fred had 15.
Oh, Fred had 15, huh? Holy
Right?
shit.
Norm didn't play. OG was kind of coming back from injury. Even in for Philly, Tobias had 42, Butler had 43, Embiid had 45, Ben Simmons had 42, JJ Redick had 40. Like
Oh,
we
yeah,
get
I
it. Game
forgot JJ
seven.
Redick was just playing the other day.
Yeah. Like when it's game seven, we get it. You don't play a lot of mats. That's where it's understandable. But your first series here in New York, if you face the Detroit Pistons, you gotta toughen up. I ain't gonna lie. You gotta toughen up a little bit. I don't even know who would you rather face if you're New York. Detroit or Pacers.
If I'm New York, I'd rather face the Pistons.
Right, right. Because you're still veteran mindset. They're
Yeah.
gonna screw
Like
up
the
a little bit.
Pacers were there last year, they got confidence, they know what they can do. Like Pistons is just they're happy to be here this year, so they're gonna make mistakes.
That happy to be here first year is a fun year. I remember that for the Raptors too.
Yeah,
That happy to be here. We faced the Brooklyn Nets. I'm like, I'm just happy to be here. Like I'm just happy we're here today. Like I'm good. Like I wasn't as devastated to lose to Brooklyn. It sucked, but I'm
It
just happy
was
that
you're
we
happy to be here, like shit. Okay, postseason in Toronto. Holy shit. Thank
yeah,
God.
like I'm just happy. Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
then your expectations go higher and higher and higher to be like, man, like now I'm like pissed. Like I was happy that we made it to the NBA Finals. I was almost borderline okay to lose. I was like, man, we lost, we lost. We're in the NBA Finals.
But I'm like, I don't know. I felt someone who got to the finals like, yo, this is something about it this year, man. I don't know. Like from when Kawhi hit that shot on Philly, I'm like, yo, there's something about there's magic in the air.
Yeah, that was a magic
The
stuff. Much
Raptors.
so, very much so. But I think that's it for the pod today. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe next week. Talk more NBA news. Hopefully, some more things happen. There's no trade, so Luka can't get traded, but we'll see what else happens in the league. We'll see you
Those
guys again. Peace.